From Vancouver, British Columbia, it's the Irish Rovers.
Oh, well, a long time ago when the earth was green and there was more kinds of animals than anybody's ever seen.
Yeah.
They would run around free when the earth was being born, and the loveliest of them all was the unicorn. There was green alligators and long-necked geese.
Come on, sing.
Some horny-back camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants, as sure as you're born. The loveliest of all was the unicorn. One more time. And there was green alligators and long-necked geese.
Oh, you're singing
Some
it lovely.
horny-back camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants, but sure as you're born, the loveliest of all was the unicorn. I'm all excited tonight. This is a very, very special night in our lives. Canada has done an awful lot of good things for the Irish Rovers, but I think this is one of the best because they've asked us to come back for another season. God love you. Thank you. My mother will be very happy. Thank you, people. Thank you. And that's the truth. We're going to be doing it again for another while, and we hope you'll keep watching the show. And we're going to have a party tonight, since you always should have a party at the beginning of a new venture. Guess who's going to help us with the party tonight?
Roy Rogers!
Not Roy Rogers. The Clancy brothers. And they're killing it. And really great. And we're going to have a time, I tell you. Okay, let's get the party off with a song you can all join in. The other side of the unicorn was one called the Black Velvet Band. Come on. In a neat little town they called Belfast, apprentice to trade I was bound, and many's an hour sweet happiness I spent in that neat little town. Till bad misfortune come o'er me, that caused me to stray from the land, far away from me friends and relations, to follow the Black Velvet Band. Here we go together. Her eyes, they shone like the diamond. Oh, Lord, you would think she was the queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Well, I went out strolling one evening, not meaning to go very far, when I met with a frecklesome damsel. She was selling her trade in the bar. When a watch she took from a customer and slipped it right into me hand. Then the law came and put me in prison. Bad luck to her Black Velvet Band. Here we go. Her eyes, they shone like the diamond. You would think she was the queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Next morning before judge and jury, her trial I had to appear. Then the judge, he says, "Me young fellow, the case against you is quite clear. And 7 long years is your sentence. How you're going to Van Diemen's land, far away from your friends and relations, to follow the Black Velvet Band." Her eyes, they shone like the diamond. Come on, louder. You would think she was the queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. So come all you jolly young fellows, I'll have you take a warning by me. And whenever you're out on the liquor, my lads, beware of the pretty colleens, for they'll fill you with whiskey and porter till you are not able to stand. And the very next thing that you know, my lads, you've landed in Van Diemen's land. Last time. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You would think she was the queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Lovely. Oh, you're great singers.
On a balmy June afternoon of 1658, when King Charlie was on the throne of England, a tiny little ketch sailed out of the Thames and away across the Atlantic to the new land of Canada to form the new Hudson's Bay Company, trading with the Indians. And today there's a replica of that beautiful old nonsuch ship that made the voyage out there in English Bay in Vancouver. Come and take a voyage with us this afternoon.
When I was a little boy, so me mammy told me, way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. If I didn't kiss the girls, me lips would grow all mouldy. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Jimmy! Way haul away, we'll haul away together. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. King Louis was the king of France before the revolution. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Well, then he got his head cut off, it spoiled his constitution. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
Oh, once I had an English girl and she was fat and lazy.
Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
And then I had an Irish girl, she damn near drove me crazy.
Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Timmy! Way haul away, we'll haul away together. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. The Diamond is a ship, my lads, for the Davis Strait is bound. And the key it is all garnished with bonny lasses round. Captain Thompson gives the order to sail the ocean wide, where the sun that never sets, my lads, and darkness fills the sky. And it's cheer up, my lads, and your heart never fail. When the bonny ship, the Diamond, goes a fishing for the whale. All along the quay at Peterhead, the lassies gather round. Shawls all pulled about their heads and the salt tears running down. Don't you weep, me bonny wee lass, no, you've been left behind. The rose will grow on Greenland's ice before we change our mind. And cheer up, me lads, let your heart never fail. When the bonny ship, the Diamond, goes a-fishing for the whale. Here's health to the Resolution, likewise the Eliza Swan. Here's to the Battler of Montrose and the Diamond Ship of Fame. We wear the trouser of the white and the jackets of the blue. When we reach under Peter's head, there'll be girls for me and you. So let's cheer up, me lads, let your heart never fail. When the bonny ship, the Diamond, goes a-fishing for the whale.
For years and years, all over the world were Irish, or the ones that would like to be, wherever they gathered to have a party, there was only two ingredients necessary for a joyful kind of evening. That was a wee drop of the wee still and a few Clancy brother records to fill it all out. We have that here tonight, most of it anyway. Please welcome the Clancy brothers.
There was a wild colonial boy, Jack Tucker was his name. He was born and raised in Ireland, in a place called Castlemaine. He was his father's only son, his mother's pride and joy, and dearly did his parents love the wild colonial boy. At the early age of 16 years, he left his native home, and to Australia's sunny shore he was inclined to roam. He robbed the rich, he helped the poor, he shot James McDowell. A terror to Australia was the wild colonial boy. One morning on the prairie, as Jack he rode along, listening to stepped a band of troopers, Kelly, Davis, and Fitzroy. They all set out to capture him, the wild colonial boy.
Surrender now, Jack Durran, for you see we're 3-1. Surrender in the Queen's high name, you are a plundering son. Jack grew to pistols from his belt, he proudly waved a knife.
We'll fight, but not surrender, said the wild colonial boy. He fired a shot at Kelly, which brought him to the ground. And turning round to Davis, he received a fatal wound. A bullet pierced his proud young heart from the pistol of Fitzroy. And that was how they captured him, the wild colonial boy.
Clancy brothers. I feel like a disciple that has finally met the boss. Finally met the boss on the mount. And I stand... you know, we'd still be singing When Irish Eyes Are Smiling if it hadn't been for these fellas coming out with those wild colonial boy songs. What else can you say? It's only the Clancy brothers can do it. Do 100 more, will you? By the way, in case you don't know these fellas, you must have been sleeping if you don't know them. That's Liam, the youngest one. His brother, Tommy.
The bouncer.
The gentleman farmer, the bouncer. Gentleman farmer, another brother, Paddy. And that fella there's an outsider, a Geordie. Louis Killen. Clancy brothers and Louis Killen.
Thank you, Will. And now we're going to sing a song that starts out very quietly and very poetically and rapidly deteriorates like a good night of drinking. And we'd like you all to join in the chorus of A Jug of Punch. One pleasant evening in the month of June, as I was sitting with my glass and spoon, a small bird sat on an ivy bunch, and the song he sang was the Jug of Punch. Tooraloo, tooraloo-lay, tooraloo, tooraloo-lay. A small bird sat on an ivy bunch, and the song he sang was the Jug of Punch. What more diversion can a man desire than to sit him down by a snug turf fire? Upon his knee a pretty wench, aye, and on the table a jug of punch. Tooraloo, tooraloo-lay, tooraloo, tooraloo-lay. Upon his knee a pretty wench, aye, and on the table a jug of punch. Let the doctors come with all their art, they'll make no impression upon my heart. Even the cripple forgets his hunch when he's snug outside of a jug of punch. And tooraloo, tooraloo-lay, tooraloo, tooraloo-lay. Even the cripple forgets his hunch when he's snug outside of a jug of punch. And if I get drunk, oh well, the money's me own. And them don't like me, they can leave me alone. I shot me little, and I wasn't me more, and I'll be well done.
world around this Vancouver, I'm telling you. That was the nymphs of the forest dancing.
Oh, they were lovely, lovely.
By the way, you know, every week in our past series of shows, we've always gone down onto this magical land where these little people dwell, the leprechauns, as some people call them, the pook, as other ones call them. And I'm sure you're wondering what they're all about, and all the kids say, we were going to take them off the air, you see, and all the kids in Canada said, for goodness sake, don't you dare take those leprechauns away from us. So, in case you're wondering who Bun Warrior is, and who Twerp is, and who Willie is down there in the mystical forest, we wrote a little poem. It'll tell you all about them, and they'll reintroduce themselves to you. Are you ready for this one? Now, I'm sure you've often heard of that wee land across the sea. It's commonly known as Paddy Land to folks like you and me. In this land, it's full of magic, and if you're lucky, you will find some imps and goblins and leprechauns in our tales to warm your mind.
Listen while I tell you tales to warm your mind. Stop, look, listen, see what you can find.
And there, beneath a rainbow, in a secluded emerald glen, if you creep in on tippy toes, you'll see 3 little men. You mustn't make a noise at all, or you'll frighten them away. But if you keep very quiet, you can watch them as they play. Just twice the height of daisies, but fearless, strong and bold. For these 3 are the guardians of the magic pot of gold. I'd like to introduce you now. I'll do it one by one. The first one is the biggest, a brawny lad called Bun. Bun can trip the light fantastic or regale you with a song. He's usually very busy, for he eats the whole day long. Now, Twerp is quite a cheerful chap. You'll never see him glum. He gets so much enjoyment just a beating that old tin drum. Whenever Twerp is, you'll find Bun in sun or rainy weather. If one's in trouble, you'll find out. They're both in it together. Now, the third one in this little band, you'll note he's not so silly. The one that keeps the others straight is Wilcil playing Willie. But Willie isn't all that strict. They still have lots of fun. You can too, if you will stay with Willie, Twerp and Bun. Leprechauns are very scarce, you know, but you can see them still by creeping to the glen to see Bun Warrior, Twerp and Will. They'll change the scene around them faster than you shake a stick. Listen close to the magic word. It's Bally Slap McGuttery! Below the leaves of a woody glade, if you knew how to make yourself small, you could sail to a land of the little folk behind the waterfall, the magic waterfall. So come, little children, put your hands in your eyes, say the magic word with me, and we'll sail to the land of the leprechauns, where every toy is free for you and me, where every toy is free. And it's oh such fun to go sailing with Bun past the trees where the marshmallows grow. Or with Twerp you can ride on a sugarcane slide, or fly with Willie like a gull or a crow. Up in the air you'll go. Yes, all the toys there have magic powers. Puppy dogs sing little rhymes. Rocking horses can soar o'er the moon. Tin soldiers can march in line. What a time, march and drill so fine. And in every park there's a circus tent where Willie's brass band does play. And the ringmaster Bun starts off the fun as his bumblebee horses sway. Hooray! Bun's Bumblebee Ballet. And it's so such fun to go sailing with Bun past the trees where the marshmallows grow. Or with Twerp you can ride on the sugarcane slide, or fly with Willie like a gull or a crow. Up in the air you'll go. He soars through the air with the greatest ease, Twerp on the flying trapeze. Such style and grace on his handsome face, you'd never think he had wings on his knees. Acrobatic, please. Well, the tent is made from a poppy bloom. The animals are so small, they could all fit into the palm of your hand. Lions and tigers and all, not small. Bun Willie, Antwerp and all. And it's oh such fun to go sailing with Bun past the trees where the marshmallows grow. Or with Twerp you could ride on the sugarcane slide, or fly with Willie like a gull or a crow. Up in the air you'll go. And it's oh such fun to go sailing with Bun past the trees where the marshmallows grow. Or with Twerp you can ride on the sugarcane slide, or fly with Willie like a gull or a crow. Up in the air you'll go. For the amount of partying that we have to do tonight, we'd need about 5 hours, but we're finished the show for tonight, but we'll be back next week. Could we please thank the Clancy brothers for being our guests tonight? It was great. And you're coming back, aren't you? Yep. God love you for watching. We'll see you next week. Let's finish off with the One-Eyed Riley.
As I was sitting by the fire talking to O'Reilly's daughter, suddenly a thought came into me head. I'd like to marry O'Reilly's daughter. Giddy-a-yay, 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 for the One-Eyed Riley, giddy-a-yay. Play on your own big drum.
Riley played a big bass drum. Riley had a mind for Morgan's dog. Riley had a bright and listening eye. Kept that guy in his lovely dog.